Evening fellow coin collectors, welcome to another update on the 50p collection. So for anybody who's been watching the videos recently, I've been collecting 50p's with different die marks on them. The die marks are these little marks you can find on the coins. In this case it's just above the 5 and the 0, and these are minted by Popjoy Mint, so they tend to have die marks that are AA, AB, AC, AD, AE and AF, and then you can also have BA and BD and BC, so on and so forth. So one of the main runs of these coins that you can look for die marks on is the Vikings Isle of Man series of coins, which started off way back in 1969 or so. So these are two coins that I already have in the collection. This one I bought because it was a damaged coin and I thought it looked quite interesting. It had the gouge mark on it, and also the surface of it seems to be pitted all over, so not sure if that's damage that's happened after it's been at the mint or before, during the striking process. Actually looks a bit like the coin's been melted. But that's a 1976 Isle of Man 50p, and the one I have already was a 1980 Isle of Man 50p, and again you see the Viking ship on it, and if we zoom in on this we should be able to pick up the die mark, which in this case is AB. So that's excellent. So what have we got tonight to have a look at? Well, we've got another two coins that have been very kindly sent in by Les Woodward, so thank you very much, Les. If you have a spare minute, anyone, pop over to Les's channel on YouTube and have a little look. He's well into his Isle of Man 50p's, knows lots about the die marks and the different dates and what to look for, etc, etc. So what have we got tonight? Well, we've got another two Isle of Man Viking 50p coins. The design on one is familiar, that was on the previous coin, the 1980 coin. And this is a new design, it's different to the other one as well. So three different designs of Viking ships on these four different coins. So put the two that we had already off to the side, and if we have a little zoom in on this one, we'll see if we can get the die mark on that, and you'll see quite clearly just below the 5 and the 0 two little anchors, or two little A marks, so that's an AA die mark. And the second coin we have with the ship on it has an AC die mark on it, so quite an interesting looking C on that die mark as well. That's quite a nice one to have, so really happy with those. Thank you very much to Les for sending me those two in, and you'll see at the minute that we don't have a tray for this 50p's, but I'll get a tray sorted out for them pretty quickly, and we'll get them in a nice red tray. So that's the first bit of the update for tonight. I'll just move those over to the side for a second. And part two of the update tonight is on this tray of coins. And this tray of coins is Gibraltar Christmas 50p's. So I have 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, still to get 2021s. So if we have a look in particular, and the coin we're having a look at is Santa Claus, and it's this one here. Now if I flip this one over just so you can see, this one is a 2018, and the die mark on this one, if we zoom in on it, we should be able to pick up the die mark just on the left hand side, and we see that that is AA. So I believe that AA refers to the circulation coin. Now the coin that we have to look at tonight is another coin from the same year. So this is also a 2018 coin, but the difference with this one is only the die mark. So if we get in on the die mark on this one, we'll see that it's AB. So that's really cool, AB. So we've got to make a space and pop this one in just to the right of the one that's there already. So that's one of the Isle of Man 50p's that arrived, or sorry, Gibraltar 50p's that arrived today. And the second Gibraltar 50p that I have to show is this coloured version, which is in the card. Now I'm in two minds as to whether or not to take this out of the card and pop it in the red tray, or whether to keep it separate and keep it in the card. But this is a legal tender 50p coin with a cupro-nickel diamond finish. That's why the die mark's different on it. It's a different finish, and the circulation on this is 8,500 coins. So you got a little bit on the back there from Taya Popjoy and Jay Bassano, the Minister for Economic Development for the Government of Gibraltar. And then we've got Father Christmas. And if we flip it over, let's have a look at the actual coin. So we'll see this is a coloured version of the coin. And again, with all these coins, the important thing to be looking for is the die mark. So if we zoom in on this one, and we can pick up the die mark just on the right hand side in the corner, and you'll see that this one is D and then an A afterwards. So DA is the die mark on this one, and that denotes that it's a diamond finish coin. So that's rather nice. Limited edition colour Father Christmas 50p. So we'll pop that over to the side while I decide what I'm going to do with that, and we'll have a little think about that in the meantime. So the final part of the update for tonight, we're back to the old school 50p's. We're back to 2012, and we're back to the London Olympics. So you may have watched a video I released last week, and I got another tray and put in all the 50p's that I had. So thought to myself, well, we must be getting close to having a second set of 50p's, and went coin hunting, as I do, on eBay, and sourced a couple of these coins that are missing. So let's have a look and see what has arrived today. Right, so the first coin we can take a look at is shooting. Nice little coin, this one. 2011, nice condition, still nice and shiny, not too badly scratched. So we'll pop that one in here. And then the second coin we have to look at, same as before on the obverse, and if we look at the reverse, I believe this one is judo. Judo's one of the rarer ones as well, so I think we'll pop him in beside the football coin. We'll pop him in there. So what have we got left? We've got a space in the bottom left corner, top right second row down, and top right on the left. So the next coin we have is cycling, and a rather nice example of the cycling too. It's in nice condition, still nice and shiny, really nice condition coin. So we'll pop him in the tray, and I think we'll put him in at the top up to the right. Next coin then we have is one of the more common coins. You've got a fair old chance of finding this in your change. It's one of the more highly minted examples of the Olympics 50p's, unless you have the version which has the lines over the swimmer's face, in which case, if you're lucky enough to have one of those, I think they only minted 600 of them. They're worth around £1,200, so quite an expensive addition to any 50p collection if you get one of those. So we'll pop the swimming in, and we'll pop him in up in the top left there. And that just leaves one space for the very final coin, and the very final coin we have to pop in is tennis. Excellent. And again, a really nice example of the tennis coin. So very happy with the seller I bought these off on eBay. Got all of them from the same guy. Delivery arrived quickly. Good examples of the coins. Very happy overall. So we'll pop him in there. And that finishes off that set of Olympic 50p's. Now the space up here is for the collector's medal. I haven't decided if I'm going to get a collector's medal and put it in there. It's not something really that I'm motivated to get, but if one comes up at the right price on eBay, then I might have it. Saying that, there are a couple of different versions of the completer medal, so ideally for my collection I'll be looking for the first edition one, but that's just on another side note. So that's it for now. We've added a couple of Christmas 50p's to the collection for Gibraltar. We have completed the second set of the Olympic 50p's from 2012, and we've got two more coins. We're 4 coins in to the Vikings Isle of Man run. So there we go, guys. That's it for now. Hope you enjoyed that little update. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. That's it for now. Peace and love. Coin Snatcher out.